Ever heard of the term bromhidrosis? Well, I'm sure you have, but maybe in a different word. Well, it is a condition in which your sweat is broken down by bacteria to form mini acids. This is also called body odor. Today we are going to be discussing this, which is a very sensitive topic, but the aim is to give you tips on how you can counter body odor. Thank you so much for joining me right here at the Southern Sun Mayfair Hotel. My name is Saranda Nuteshna, and this is the Skin Therapy Show. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of the Skin Therapy Show, the only show that gives you your health and grooming tips in the 254. I'm your host, Saranda Nuteshna. Joining me on set today is Paris Mbuthia. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Sarah.
And of course, William, who has two English names.
Yeah, I have.
William Roger.
From Thika.
We are going to be talking about that shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about a topic that is very sensitive, body odor. I'm sure we've all experienced that. Do you ever sit in a mat next to this man or a woman, and the minute they're trying to pay for their fare, you're like, because the stench that is coming from their armpits or from their body is unbearable. We will be tackling that and giving you tips on how you can also contain that. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Thank you.
Before we carry on, please just introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
My name is Paris Mbuthia. I'm a medical esthetician and also the founder and owner of Timeless Medical Spa Kenya. So yeah, I like to make men and women smell good. And so today I'll be helping you in means and ways that you can do to do that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And let's get to the guy who has two English names, William Roger.
Well, my name is Roger Gital.
Yeah.
William Roger Gital.
Yeah.
A Nairobi-based fashion designer based in the capital, Nairobi, Kenya. And yeah, I pretty much work in making men looking good and smell good, as you can see.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Paris, let's just dive into it. What is body odor, first of all?
Body odor is this unpleasant smell that actually our body creates when we sweat. Let me just clarify this. Sweat by itself is odorless. It's not supposed to smell.
Yes.
However, we have this nice bacteria that lives in our skins. Now, what they do when you sweat, they eat the sweat, and the bacteria turn the sweat to be acidic.
Yeah.
When they do that, then the smell come out. I also need you to know that there's different kind of sweat. We will tackle them as we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So, just still on you, I'd like to know what are the other areas? What are the areas that are affected by body odor?
Oh, wow. To start with, of course, our armpit, like you said, when you stretch, you can see somebody, a man is suited up, a woman is well dressed up. But as soon as they lift their armpit, then they're smelling. Also, our groin area. See, we normally sit like we're sitting nicely like this. Bacteria love warmth. So you will obviously find a funny odor if you're not obviously good with hygiene coming in your groin. It can be your navel. People normally neglect that area on our navel because, again, moisture. Bacteria love moisture. And because of that, you're going to obviously have a body odor. Yeah. Have you ever gone to have a pedicure and somebody take their shoes off and you're like, I need to get out of here for a minute?
Not even that, like when you invite someone in your house.
You're
not even, you regret ever telling that person, remove your shoes, like, hey,
thank you.
It's drama in here.
So yes, so again, that is in between the toes, yeah? Even in our nails, if you know, right here, it can also, yes. And our toenail, yes, it can happen.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about the different kinds of sweats that you've just mentioned, step by step.
Let's first explain why we sweat.
Yeah.
We sweat because sweat is supposed to cool our body. So for example, when you go to exercise, Sarah, you're sweating. Why are you sweating? Because the sweat is cooling your body down, it's bringing your temperature down, and you're able to work out more.
Yeah.
That is one sweat. Also, if it's maybe 80 degrees outside, you just taking a little walk, or you're just inside your house, you've no AC, you'll be sweating. Then there's another sweat that is for protection. That is the sweat when we are stressed out, we're panicking. For example, if you've never done public speaking, and all of a sudden, I don't know about you, but when I was in college, one day I was asked to speak in front of people, and I've never done it before.
We've all been there, trust me.
Oh, I break out in sweat that I could not control. Now that is stress, a sweat, and that is the worst sweat, by the way. We'll explain as we go why. So there's different kind of sweat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, William, as a fashion enthusiast, maybe you can just tell us what are the effects of body odor?
Well, let me just give you an example. Say you are going for a meeting, and you know, we tend to first impression is very, very important.
Exactly.
So you go to a meeting, and the first thing that they smell is body odor.
Yeah.
You know, that sends a very wrong message.
Yeah.
Say again, you're going for a date, first date, and you're pretty much excited about
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
And
Especially the blind dates.
Yeah.
You guys have never met and then hey.
yeah, so you meet and you want to hug her, and
Yeah.
you know the order. So it's very, very important, something very, very important for young people to pretty much think about, and if maybe you have body odor and maybe you do not know if maybe it's because I hear that there are some which are medically induced. So if you know that is the case and you're a young guy, you really need to know when you're young
Yeah.
so that you know how to manage it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Paris, maybe now you can actually tell us, does the person who has body odor, are they aware of it?
Yes, yes,
They
well,
are.
because let's face it. For example, again, I'm gonna go to this. For women, when they're about to have their period, they know because your temperature sort of go high,
Exactly, yeah.
so you know you'll be sweating a little bit more extra than the normal way. When hormonal imbalance happen and people are going through menopause, sometimes they will just break out of sweat out of nothing. Now, however, there's a medical, like he explained, there's some people who cannot control it. What happened? They have enzyme deficiency.
Yeah.
And so they are over sweating. They cannot control it. And so for these people, you have to seek obviously medical help for
Exactly.
it. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about, you've mentioned something that is very important. Let's talk about body odor, especially when a woman is having their menstrual periods. What is the cause of that? And number two, how do you contain it? How do you make sure that, you're comfortable when you're seated with your peers?
So what happened is, like I said, when we sweat to cool our body down.
Yeah.
You tend to be, because of hormonal imbalance when you're having your period, androgen just kick in, like in excess. And when it does that, now you're sweating. Now, what you want to do, hygienically, is key. If for women or little girls, especially it happen a lot in school, where kids really are not sometimes aware, how do I keep this place dry? So I would always advise women, when you're supposed to receive your period, 2 days or 3 days, start wearing pant liners, because that will be hygienically correct. So you're not going out there drenching like crazy.
Because at that particular time, you're also having the discharge.
Yeah, so you know it's coming.
Exactly.
And that discharge alone can also make you stink. So you need to carry wet wipes all the time.
Maybe you can talk to us about men. Do you guys have a particular time when, the body is not smelling too good?
I would say maybe when you're anxious,
All right.
because for a guy that happens a lot of time,
Yeah.
because we have this thing that as a man you have to be perfect, you have to be confident and all that.
Yeah.
So when you don't display that, you're going to be anxious,
Yeah.
and you're going to sweat.
Yeah.
Now, something that we do a lot of times is that you apply a lot of perfumes and sprays, and it is not good, because when it becomes again too strong,
Yeah.
everybody's going to be it's going to be a discomfort, not only to
Exactly.
you but to the people around you.
Yeah.
So maybe when it's too hot, you're going to get odor. When you get anxious, you get nervous. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and also, we are used to wearing socks every time. You get,
Yeah.
because we don't. Maybe if you're in an office setup, you can't like wear slippers or sandals every time, so you have to wear shoes,
Yeah.
and you have to put on socks. So again, that creates the mist inside you.
And I'm sure a lot of people on our social media platforms are reacting to this. And I think it's now time to throw it to my co-host just to see what people have to say. Do not go too far. Welcome back to the Skin Therapy Show. In case you're tuning in right now, today we are talking about body odor. And with me here are cool boy and girls. Welcome to the Skin Therapy Show, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, Natuko, you, I say you. I don't know how you guys say hi, what's up, because I know you guys are such babbies. How do you go about this? How do you guys say hi?
Same old, same old.
Oh, Hi. So hi. So guys, today on the Skin Therapy Show, we are talking about body odor. I don't know whether one of you can just tell me what you can recall about body odor randomly.
Maybe I can start. Body odor usually comes from areas that are maybe folded in your body, or an area that has a pore that brings out sweat.
Yeah. What are your best memories about imperial leather?
The foam,
I'm sorry?
the foam back part of it. It usually forms really nicely. Back in the day when you were small, you'd really put it in water and just rub it, and it would have a lot of foam on it. Yeah, I think I can remember that about it.
Next, yes?
The sticker that doesn't come out.
Yeah.
Those are TBTs, by the way. Yeah.
And it's the smell, the nice smell that usually comes from it.
The packaging of imperial leather is awesome.
I want you guys to show me how you spray the deo on your armpits. We're counting down to 3, then you spray yourself. How it is supposed to be. On 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. Yeah, this is someone doing like this and like this. Thank you guys so much. I think you guys were brilliant. Thank you for inviting me to USIU. I had such a great time. And yeah, we have the gift hampers. Let's give them away. Everybody gets to walk with a gift hamper courtesy of PZ Castles. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So what do we have to tell PZ Castles?
We appreciate it. We love the product.
All right. This is the Skin Therapy Show. Please do not go too far.